Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So I've still got some of those levels in from last week because I think it's pretty important that we just pay attention to them. So first thing on the 8 hour is we do have a crossover of the oscillators indicating a potential pullback. We do have a strong area of support here which was missed last week, so we did break through. We didn't really come back and test it. It was a slight miss, and that is at 14,100. So at the moment I think we should be looking at sort of a range, sort of this consolidation area for a move to close this gap here. So at the moment we've got this gap, it's a weekly gap, then we have another weekly gap on the charts at the moment, and granted we do have weekly gaps to, well, not weekly gaps, but we've got daily gaps to the downside, quite a few of them as well. So my view at the moment is pull back onto some form of support, which is going to be 14,100, and then a possible move up to close this weekly gap, this week's weekly gap, to this week sometime. Too many weeks in that, but anyway, you get what I mean. And then to go on and close this weekly gap here. So if we get down to the 3 hour, you'll see a little bit of a different picture. So strong move up. Well, let's not say strong, but a really volatile move up, break through the 155, and then we sort of started going back below it on Friday, and then going at the Friday's close, the buyer stepped back in to drive it above the 155. So this is a line in the sand for me, and that is 14248. If we can hold that level, then this weekly gap should close, and then the next one, and then you're looking at 14,828 as your final target. The reason why I say that is because that is a shoulder there, and this will be a big head, and then I would expect a deeper pullback, and then an attempt to break through. So let's just get down to the hour. That's what we want to pay attention to today. And if you look at it on the hour, clear range, clear break of the range, back into the range. So for me, I think this is the level to pay attention to. So it's 14,248. Look at the oscillators heading to the downside, sort of getting ready to launch another attack, I would assume. And then obviously if we do get through this level, I wouldn't be looking for shorts just yet. I'd want to see if we can find support down here. If we can find support down here, then another attempt to top of range and then out. If we start breaking below 14,100, so I want to see a deep break and then a retest and a rejection of it. That would be my indication for shorts, because what may happen is you could break through and then just come and find support here, which is then going to start setting up sort of almost a megaphone type formation. So that's kind of my view at the moment. It's really confusing at the moment. What's going on the charts is not what should be going on according to the textbooks. But again, this is the new age. There's not just institutions trading. There are millions and millions of retail traders like you and I that are trading as well. And I think the institutions sort of underestimate the effect that they have in driving a market in a direction. So total confusion at the moment. We've got inflation, we've got wars, and so much uncertainty. We've got a pandemic, and it's not what the market should be doing. We should still be falling a little bit lower to find some deeper value, but that's not what the case is right now. So play what you see, don't pay attention to the noise right now. Anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. So if we find support in this area, definitely an opportunity to trade to gap close, take that profit and leave it. If we do fall a bit deeper, watch a little bit deeper, look to the left, look for your structure, and take the opportunities. And if you're on the 15-minute, which is probably well worth it, because you're going to see the micro levels, and there is a fairly decent micro level there. So you can see buyers that are sort of looking at this at a macro level and saying, right, time to buy this for gap close, and you can see we're already breaking through it. Now the next level is 14,278, and then you've got a stronger one at 14,248. So that's kind of what I would do. And if you start rejecting these areas up here, there's always opportunity to trade the short, because you are below the moving averages. But look to the left, we are above and below the moving averages, which is indicating range and also indicating caution. Don't get too tied up into it until we start breaking and retesting those levels properly. Anyway, that's kind of my view this morning. I hope it helps somewhat, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.